Happy Wednesday, everyone. Allow me to check first if my mic is working and my screen share is visible. Can anyone confirm? Thank you, Kingsman. Both working. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's just wait for the others to enter the arena or the stage, I mean, so that we can start analyzing the market, specifically the gold and Bitcoin or the BTC. For those who are not familiar with me, I have been with the Blue Guardian, with my Blue Guardian family, and I have been analyzing the market for the past um, 15 or 16 months already. May I ask uh, Genesis the support to if you're allowed to tag everyone for before we start. Okay. Thank you, Genesis. So let's start. Okay. Uh, Before anything else, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Jack, an Elliottician. I trade the market using Elliott wave theory. Before we start, let's have first a recall of the previous analysis that I have hosted July, last August, I mean, last July 2025. So allow me to show you a short clip of that analysis. Is captain. As so I'll be playing this for now, around 5 minutes only. Implied. So bear with me if ever there will be the screen will not be so clear. Let me just close some applications so that I will not be laggy. Okay, let's start. Fair value gap that I have identified at daily time frame was well respected. It will only be considered as invalid implied fair value gap based on my personal criteria if and only if and only if the upper boundary, if the closing of the daily candle tomorrow will be broken not just by a week but by a body. So I'm referring to this one. If the current daily candle now will close above the upper boundary, I'm referring to this one, the 3,345.71. If the body of the current candle of the daily time frame will close above the upper boundary of the implied fair value gap at daily time frame, then I am expecting the continuation of my projection here of ABC going up. So based from that video clip, I have mentioned in my last podcast hosting that I am bullish with gold, and the only uh, confluence that I have mentioned during that session was the implied fair value gap that I have identified at daily time frame. I've said, as you can hear, I've said that once the implied fair value gap here, this one, if the implied fair value gap will be body broken, and it was body broken, it did break the upper boundary of the implied fair value gap here, I am bullish. And from there, we saw that the gold created the new all-time high. But of course, I did not just base it on that implied fair value gap. I was I before that confluence, I mentioned the overall structure of the using the Elliott wave. Okay, so what's the situation now of gold in terms of Elliott wave theory? So allow me to share you some screenshots of the analysis. Okay, so this will now be the structure of the gold in terms of Elliott wave theory. By the way, this is 1 day time frame. So it's a double combination wherein it is labeled in the higher degree using W, letters W, X, and Y. Here, the W is composed of 3 waves, A, B, C. For wave A, if we check the internal waves of this in the lower time frame, it will be 5 waves down. For wave B to C, another 5 waves down. And then the intervening wave X will be an ABC as well. So from here, after 2 zigzag, the combination here, the double combination here is zigzag, zigzag, and then here is a triangle. The reason why I label this as WXY, where Y is a triangle, simply because of the internal waves given by the market. Originally, I forecasted this as the entire structure as an A, B, C, D, E only. However, if we will try to be technical about it using the internal waves, the internal waves will not satisfy the 3 structure of an A, B, C, D, E. Therefore, from here, I have decided to change my overall structure from an entire triangle into a WXY where Y is a triangle. And as you can see, we can clearly see that the price action here will play out beautifully. Okay. And then I was monitoring after that live analysis that I have shared a while ago. I have been monitoring gold wave by wave, to be honest, up to the minute time frame, because it's my bread and butter, and I do trade the market most of the time using gold. So from here are some of the internal waves using the 1 minute time frame. So if ever you're curious if Elliott wave theory can be used in scalping, yes, it can be done, but it requires mastery, specifically the rules of counting and measurement. So here are some examples of the wave by wave that I have been doing, wave by wave analysis that I have traded live in my community. I also integrate the idea of the quarterly theory, but this one is reloaded into a different time window, to be specific, the overlapping sessions of Sydney to Tokyo, Asian to London, and then the London to New York. So basically, I've been monitoring gold as long as the market is open, and if I am free, um, I do analyze the market and trade the market when things are clear. Especially this one. This was the before the breakout. I was expecting a similar structure, a WXY, where Y is a triangle. From here, we saw a reversal. If you would like to check the chart, we saw a reversal that created a new all-time high. And then after that, 2 days ago, I have updated my Elliott wave counts. There are two possible scenarios. As you can see here, I have the WXY scenario. The encircled WXY is the excuse me, the bearish scenario. But once the April 22, 2025 all-time high will be broken, then I will no longer consider the bearish scenario because it will complete the internal waves that I have plotted here. And as you can see, this played out beautifully from here to this, it completed the internal waves of the blue parenthesis third wave. And then after that, from here, the only entry model that I can use or I can think of using an implied fair value gap is an implied fair value gap identified here for the wave 4 here at M15, while here at M1. After this reversal from the M15 implied fair value gap, it was never revisited again. Same here, after it was tested once, it was never revisited again. And then it created a new all-time high. And then this is my current update of gold in terms of Elliott wave counts in the 5 minutes time frame. This is today, and as you can see, I was expecting that it will create a new all-time high. We'll complete the internal waves of the fifth wave here, and then we'll retrace, and then to complete the Roman numeral number 5. Later on, I will give you an update of the internal waves of wave 4, Roman numeral wave 4 to Roman numeral wave 5. And this around 6 or 7 hours ago, or during the London or the the overlapping session of the Asian and the London at around 5 rather 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. using the New York time. So here's my scalping trade analysis a while ago. I was expecting that the gold will continue to create a new all-time high and complete this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave counts. Around 5 or 6 hours ago, my target is just around here. But I have set my rules or rules in using this standard deviation, and later on I'll be giving you a tip on how I did it. And then from here, I integrated the quarterly theory reloaded in a different time zone or time window, the overlapping session of the Asian and the London. As you can see, I was expecting that the price will go down from after reaching this, and from there, I checked the confluence, and the confluence that I'm using is as an SMT, but my SMT is unique because I check a statistical SMT, not just the regular SMT. When we say SMT, it's the smart money technique, but in my case, I I integrate the statistics. I will only take SMTs or valid SMTs that are strong enough. And when I say strong enough, the correlation during that SM or uh, that during the identification of that SMT should be at least 0.6 above. If it is 0.6, if the correlation is 0.6 below, which is moderate low, then I will not take it. From here, this played out well. So I was expecting that it will at least create 5 waves down. From here, I was expecting 5 waves down or at least an ABC, and that's the actual uh, price action that happened after. And then after that, I have updated my counts. So originally, as you can see here, I originally labeled this as an ABC. However, after checking the internal waves, I saw some signs of impulsiveness. Therefore, I changed my my initial 3 waves up only into 5 waves up. From there, I've decided to change it into this projection, wherein I was expecting that the gold will continue to create a new all-time high and at least um, um, break the -2 to -2.5 standard deviation levels. Excuse me, levels. The the S the standard deviation that I am using here is the Elliott wave way. When I say the Elliott wave way, I plot the wave, or rather the standard level 1 and 0, not in the previous price action, but in the actual wave 01. So once I have plotted it in the wave 01, then my projection for the possible uh, wave 3 would be at -1 and wave 5 would be at -2 to -2.5. But I have some personal rules that I have applied in using this standard deviation, the Elliott wave way. If my condition is once we break the -1 impulsively, meaning body broken, then I'm expecting a reaction uh, that will challenge the -2 to -2.5 levels. And if the -2.5 standard deviation, the Elliott wave way, will be broken, I'm expecting a reaction going back to -1 standard deviation level, and then will continue to challenge the -3.5 to -4 level. Now, if you are familiar with statistics, to be specific, the standard scores, if you will try to remember your statistics, the probability in the standard normal distribution, if you will check the probability there, the standard deviations ranges from -3.99 to +3.99. And that's most of the, if you will try to observe your way of using the standard deviation, you will notice that most of the time the target will be at -2 to -2.5. Simply because that is statistically related. If you have identified the center of the distribution, the other way of identifying the center of the distribution in terms of chart will be using a volume profile. So if you will check the volume profile, once you see the POC or the point of control, you can plot or you can find the wave 01 there, from there, and then use the standard deviation levels. And from there, even if you don't have any idea of Elliott wave counts, you will be able to know the possible direction or the possible targets of the market. Uh, Especially now that the gold is in the price discovery, uh, it will be difficult for a trader, a trader who relies more on the previous candles. So if we want to be able to project the price of gold in terms of the new all-time high, then you must have an idea on how to use forecasting strategies. In my case, I am using the Elliott wave theory integrated with standard deviation using the Elliott wave way. Now, let's see what happened after this one. So from this, let's check the actual scenario after. So as you can see, after completing the 5 waves here, I was expecting a reaction at -1, and then it will do a retracement and then continue based on what I have said a while ago. Once the price breaks the -1 standard deviation level impulsively, when I say impulsively, body broken, so if it is body broken, expect a retracement and it will continue to go up and challenge -2 to -2.5. Once the -2.5 level is broken, expect a reaction of the market. It will retrace around as low as -1, -1 to 0, but it's a very rare case that the retracement will challenge the 0 here. Most of the levels that will be challenged after an impulsive movement will be at -1. But if ever it will break the bullish scalp first line of defense here, there's a possibility that it will continue the Elliott wave counts of the wave for Roman numeral wave 4 to 5 is already completed. Now in Elliott wave theory, once the internal waves are completed, then we will see a correction. And usually the correction, if it is not complex, is at least 3 waves down. So let me just update this one. But before I will update the current Elliott wave counts in the 1-minute time frame, let me just make sure that this can be considered as a valid wave 3. Now, in Elliott wave theory, a wave 3 is valid if and only if it is not the shortest wave among the 5 waves up. So when I say not the smallest or the shortest, let's check the length of our possible wave 1. The first 5 waves can be labeled as wave 1 in the higher degree. This will be the wave 1. This is a possible wave 3, wave 4, and then possible wave 5. Let me just change the degree so that you will know the difference in my counting. So to check whether this is a valid wave 3 in Elliott wave theory, this wave 3 must not be the shortest among the waves 1, 3, and 5. So our wave 1 is at 14.88 pips. That means wave 3 should not be the shortest among the 3. The wave 3 can be shorter than the wave 1, but should not be shorter than the wave 5. Or the wave 3 can be shorter than the wave 5, but should not be shorter than the wave 1. In other words, wave 3 cannot be the shortest. So let me check now the length of wave 3 if it will not violate the cardinal rule of impulsive wave. So if this is 14.88 pips, this one is 17.27 pips, then therefore we have a valid wave 3. However, there are other rules that you need to remember in Elliott wave theory. What is that? The wave 4 must not go beyond the territory of wave 1, or else I will consider this as diagonal wave. When I say diagonal wave, that's the only 5-wave counting that is allowed, wherein wave 4 goes beyond the territory of wave 1 but should not go beyond the territory of wave 2. So as of now, this can be considered as a diagonal. Another way of interpreting this, a valid way of interpreting this, is a nested 1, 2. So when I say nested 1, 2, I'm referring to this one. So this is my initial count. This is my initial count. It will still create a new all-time high because the internal waves are not yet completed. So this is my initial count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, the alternative count will be, instead of labeling this as wave 3, we can also consider labeling this as a nested 1, 2. When I say nested 1, 2, instead of terminating the wave 3 here, although it's valid, we can also consider this scenario wherein this becomes a nested 1, 2, and then this will be a third wave, fourth, and then the fifth wave will be, nested fifth wave will be around negative 3.5 to negative 4. Okay, so that is the current Elliott wave counts of gold in terms of Elliott wave, using the Elliott wave theory. And if we will check the internal waves, this one, the reason why I mentioned that I'm still expecting that it will create a new all-time high because of the internal waves. Like for example here, the parenthesis wave 3 has 5 internal waves. The parenthesis wave 5 should also have that 5 internal waves. And if I'm going to check it, this will be the wave 1 of the internal waves, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. The reason why I'm expecting that it will create a new all-time high, it's because the structure here is an A, B, C. It's not really 5 waves up. But I can think of this, or I can label this as an ABC scenario. So meaning this will be the possible end of this Roman numeral wave 5. So once we create a new all-time high, we may see a retracement or correction after that based on the Elliott wave counts. But of course, if this becomes impulsive, then the alternative valid scenario that I have mentioned a while ago will be activated. Meaning, instead of terminating this as wave 3, I will do another 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, reaching the negative 4 standard deviation level. So that's the situation of gold in terms of Elliott wave theory. So allow me to show you again the counts before this. So currently we are trying to complete the internal waves of the Roman numeral number 5. So this is the nested wave 1, 1, 2. We have the nested wave 1, 2, the encircled waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are already completed. Once completed, we go to the next level or the next degree, I mean, and that degree is the Roman numeral number 3 here. And then we have the Roman numeral number 4, and the current price action that I'm trying to project is the internal waves of the Roman numeral number 4 to number 5. Just like what I've mentioned, I'm expecting that it will create a new all-time high, and as you can see, it is now creating a new all-time high. And going back to the analysis that I have shared a while ago, I already expected that based on the Elliott wave theory. And originally, my target is just 3,563.21 for the possible target of the internal waves of the Roman numeral number 5. However, if this becomes impulsively broken, then I am expecting that it will continue to go up and challenge the negative 3.5 to negative 4 standard deviation level. Not only that, I also expected, already expected the quarterly theory structure of the market a while ago while I was preparing my my podcast hosting today. I already identified that it will the overlapping session of the London and the New York would be a an XC-AMD. XC is continuation of the previous trend. The trend before this is bullish. So this is just a continuation. And then we have the accumulation, and the manipulation will be a manipulation up. So I was expecting already that the price will manipulate the price will manipulate at the third quarter of the overlapping session of the London and New York. Basically, the best time to enter the market in the using the quarterly theory reloaded in the overlapping session of the London and the New York will be at 9 a.m. New York time to 11 p.m. That's the best uh, time window to enter the market. And we know that the news usually happens at the second quarter, sub-quarter of the first quarter. I'm referring to this one, the 8:30 a.m., the 9:30 a.m., and you will see some, if you will check the previous, uh, the history of news, most of the news are within the second sub-quarter or the second quarter of the overlapping session of the London and the New York. So let's check what's the situation now using the quarterly theory reloaded uh, based on this forecast. Okay, as you can see, I was expecting a manipulation up, but in this particular case, the distribution is not really a distribution going down, but a continuation of the manipulation that happened here. A while ago at around 10 a.m., there was a news, and obviously that news will be considered as a manipulation if you are going to use quarterly theory. Okay, so what will be my target for the possible fifth wave here? Around negative 3.5 or 3,573 to 3,578. After that, once we break the negative 4, then uh, I will consider my alternative scenario a nested 1, 2. So meaning after a retracement of negative 4, I'm expecting a retracement and then it will create another new all-time high price. Here, I have created an indicator for the quarterly theory reloaded in a different time zone, the London and the New York. And as you can see here, if we will try to label it sub-quarterly, this will be an accumulation, this will be a manipulation, this will be a distribution, and this will be an XC. XC, C stands for continuation. And then from here, we saw a new all-time high after the distribution. So basically, this is a continuation model if we will try to apply the overall quarterly theory structure. Or for other traders, you can use the MMXM model. Basically, that is an Elliott wave theory in this, guys. What's nice about Elliott wave theory is that we are following strict rules of wave counting and measurement. Okay. So from here, we will now proceed to gold. But before that, let me just check some questions if there are questions in the chat. My apologies if while I was discussing or I was analyzing the market a while ago, I was not checking if there's any question there. Okay. The 3,600, yes, it's possible if we will base it on Elliott wave theory. Because what I have shown you a while ago is just the lower time frame. Imagine counting the waves in the 1 minute time frame. Yes, that's the time window, Mal Orange, 9 to 11. So if you would like to apply the quarterly theory reloaded in the London overlapping session of the London and New York, the best way to enter the market is at 9 o'clock to 11. Basically, Elliott wave theory can be applied in any time frame. As you can see a while ago, I have shown you the daily time frame Elliott wave structure first, and then after that, I analyzed the market into the lower time frame, 4 hours, and then from 4 hours to 15 minutes to 5 minutes, and then 1 minute. So if you feel like scalping the market using Elliott wave theory, it can be done. There are a lot of YouTube channels about Elliott wave theory, but personally, I prefer to learn from the source itself, the Elliott wave principle by Prechter. So if you want, you can check Elliott wave International, and they have I think they have uploaded some videos of this Elliott wave theory. Unfortunately, I cannot give you the basic Elliott wave theory because it will take some time before I can. It will take the teaching Elliott wave theory can be taught in around 1 week if you really want to learn the theoretical part of it. But applying it will take a lot of time because there are different valid scenarios, and these scenarios can only be sorted if you have the experience with the actual market. The discoverer of Elliott wave theory is from the name itself, Elliott, Ralph Nelson Elliott. Okay, so as I expected, it will create an ABC, and later on we will see a new all-time high. Let's proceed now to the Bitcoin or BTC. Okay, if you want to what do you call this? If you want my previous analysis of this, I have an analysis of this in my last podcast hosting, August 20. Just visit my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, and you can find the BTC analysis there. I am expecting that the candle of Bitcoin will go down, and I even mentioned the possible reversal. Let's have a quick recall of Bitcoin. Okay, I think here. Ongoing. This could be the reversal already, by the way. If we will base it on the internal waves, then I can label this as a zigzag correction already, based on the internal waves. Or 2 weeks from now, so perhaps a week or 2 weeks from now, we may see a possible reversal of the Bitcoin. Actually, I can project this using Timex price using the Elliott wave. Allow me to plot it first. The possible time frame for it to happen. Sorry. I used the wrong. Okay, that's correct. Timex price. So assuming that this is, I'm projecting for the fifth wave, possible fifth wave. Assuming that this is the bottom of the wave 4, allow me to operate the plot. Assuming that this is the bottom of the wave 4 already, then the reversal may happen on or before September 2. September 2, and fifth wave may be completed up to this date. Let me check what date is this. September 16. So September 2 to or first half of September, we may see a reversal or a possible new all-time high for Bitcoin. Okay. Based on the video that I have replayed a while ago, even the time can be projected if you have enough experience of using the Elliott wave theory. And just like what, let me just reiterate that I have mentioned in the video that the price reversal may happen September 2 to September 16, or the first half of September. And let's now check the time. Today is um, September 3 already, and we are seeing a possible reversal. Let me just confirm if we will base it on the Elliott wave theory. Originally, if you are observant enough, I have mentioned that the possible structure of reversal would be an ABC or a zigzag. And I mentioned there that I can see already a possible reversal. And the market reacted based on what I have said, not because I am a whale or something, but simply because I have a um, good background of using the Elliott wave theory. From there, since there was no successful wave 2 that happened, when I say successful wave 2, if the reversal happened here and the retracement should not go beyond the origin of the possible reversal. If, like this one, if it is broken, then the upgraded correction will be activated, and that uh, alternative or upgraded correction will be from an ABC to a WXY. So when I say WXY, it's we simply we can you can simply understand it as two two zigzags. Here I have a zigzag here, so a WXY can be called a double zigzag. So double zigzag or two sets of ABCs. So from here, upon checking the internal waves, and my last line of defense for the bullish scenario will be at 105 105,159.03. Once we break that, then I will consider a higher degree correction. When I say higher degree, that means we may see the price of Bitcoin going below 100,000. But as long as the price stays above 105,000, 105 uh, 1,159.03, then I am still bullish, and my projected Sean will still be the same. It may create a new all-time high targeting at least 129 to 134,000 for the possible fifth wave here. Okay? So please remember the numbers. The price should not go beyond 105,159.03. Once we break that, it will be a higher degree correction already. But as of now, we can see a very good reaction above that last line of defense. And I have mentioned this already in my community, which is free for all, that the possible reversal may happen. And I even posted this in my Facebook account. So if you will ask me what could be the possible Elliott wave counts for this one, the possible Elliott wave counts would be a leading diagonal. So when I say leading diagonal, this can be considered as a 5 waves up, wherein the 5 waves is a diagonal. When wave 4 goes beyond the territory of the wave 1 here, as long as it will not break the wave 2 territory, this can be considered as a diagonal. It can be placed here or it can be placed here. I need to check the internal waves before to ensure where to terminate the wave 5, whether it's here or here. And it would take a lot of time because I need to check the 1 minute time frame. As of now, I'm just giving you a 1 hour analysis of it. But if I'm going to apply the standard deviation, the Elliott wave way that I've mentioned a while ago, my wave 1, 0, 1 will be plotted. The the standard deviation will be plotted on my wave 0 and 1. And once we break impulsively the negative one here, this one cannot be considered as impulsive break because the body did not break the negative one standard deviation level. But once we break that, I'm expecting a retracement, and after that retracement, the next target will be 115 to 116. Now, if you want a confluence about it, you can check the CME. In crypto trading, it is important that you know, it is important that you will check the, what do you call this, the CME gap. Okay, as you can see here in the 4-hour time frame, or we can even change it in the daily time frame for 3 hours, whatever is clear, we can see a gap created here and to here. The price is around 113,000 to 116. Of course, in crypto trading, these gaps are important to take note because these gaps can be your target for an intraday, a scalp, or even swing positions. As of now, the gap that is close to the current price action would be at 113 to 700, 113,770 to 116,680. So that would uh, support my Elliott wave analysis that it will challenge these levels -2 to -2.5. Okay, so if you are interested in the wave by wave analysis, you can just visit my YouTube account. You can check there all my wave by wave analysis. But if you are interested in the free daily insights, specifically Elliott wave theory, you may join my community. It's free for all. You don't need to pay anything. If you want confluence and if you want to learn something new that's not yet not yet the or strategies that you can't see yet in the influencers that you know, perhaps my community is the right community for that because I have shared my research and findings when it comes to trading the statistical way. Yes, that's correct, one drop. Break body and buy because market is bullish. The possibility of retracement under 100K will only happen once we break the 105 last line of defense that I have mentioned a while ago. Yes, in the middle of September. Basically, Elliott wave theory can be applied in any market. But here, every time I do my podcast, I am using gold or Bitcoin for it. But in any type of market, as long as there are charts, there are waves to count and measure, Elliott wave theory can be applied. The name of my community, it's Market Surfers. I think the link can be seen once you click my tag. Let me check if we still have questions, unanswered questions. Okay, I believe I have answered uh, most questions. That's that's the main focus of the analysis for today. Osar Yemen, the gold. We started with gold and then the BTC after. I don't. I find X or Twitter as a toxic. Or there are a lot of uh, influencers there, but I find the community there, or rather, my most of the feeds there are, or personally, are toxic. So I don't like to involve myself in a or toxic engagement or social media because uh, I take trading as my bread and butter. So basically, I'm a full time trader. I have no time for for, for toxicity. Yeah, of course, it depends on the people that you follow. But basically, I don't really use X. Before, when I wanted to become an influencer, but uh, around 5 or 4 years ago, I have to choose whether I would like to become an influencer or I would like to become a trader. But of course, you know the you know my answer. I'd like to be a trader, not an influencer. So if 4 years or 5 years ago I have focused on being an influencer, perhaps my growth will be not be around 100 times. I am 100 times better than I was 4 or 5 years ago. Perhaps if ever I'll become an influencer, as long as my priority is my personal traits, then if if people like me to educate them, then perhaps I may reconsider that. But basically, my priority is to become a full time profitable trader. Okay, I think we can now proceed to the giveaway. May may I ask Genesis to give me the numbers for the random selection. Just to inform everyone, especially those who are new here, Genesis will create a screenshot of the audience right now, or it depends on him when he did this, and then I will just randomly select numbers, 5 numbers usually, so 1 to 64. So you don't need to spam the chat with your numbers because that's not how you will be selected. So I'll just do a random number from 1 to 64. I will select 5, and then from there, you will, if you're lucky today, then you will win a giveaway account. So I'll just use random number generator according to Genesis 1 to 64. So 1 to 64. So the first number would be 9. Next number will be 22. Third number will be 61. Fourth number will be 18. And the fifth number will be 55. Yes, that's correct. Genesis, thank you. 9, 22, 61, 18, and 55. Let's just wait for Genesis to check the winners of the giveaway. It is my pleasure to share my expertise and knowledge about trading, specifically Elliott wave theory, quarterly theory. Actually, I have other trading strategies yet that I have not yet shared here, but perhaps in the future I will be giving you more tips on how to execute trades using Elliott wave theory or my version of standard deviation, statistical SMT, and so on. But as of now, let me focus on the Elliott wave theory first. You're all welcome. Unfortunately, I will not be the host next week. I do podcast hosting every in a bi-monthly basis, so therefore you will see me after 2 weeks, and most likely my analysis will play out because it's my trading strategy is Elliott wave theory, a forecasting strategy, and can also be used in executing uh, scalping or lower time frame counts. You're all welcome. So here are the winners. Please make sure to open a support ticket to claim your prize for June 2025. Sly Boss 88, Collie XY Dave, Swal 1, Dream Chaser. Dream Chaser. You won again. Very good. Congratulations to all the winners. Okay, for those who did not win the giveaway, I hope what you have learned from today's session will be considered as a win. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day ahead, and may all the waves be with you all. Thank you.